Alright, today I'm gonna crank a couple reviews, same old drill, no script, no nothing. Peeping the big thing, Kenshi. Sure. Alright, here we go. So next up on my list, I'm trying to expand Read of the Dark Tower is my current thing. I might also review some older books, but I just cracked down on Insomnia. I'm pretty sure this thing has mixed reviews. I saw some people saying it's pretty good, some people saying it's man, I honestly don't know the total consensus, but either way, let's get into it. This is an 800-page book. It takes place in the late 90s, early 90s. There is some um I said late and early because there's like an epilogue and shit. Whatever, no matter. 90s. Takes place in Derry, so same time from it and some other Stephen King novels. It is long. It's like 800 pages. Plot. Um. So I'm gonna do some minor spoilers here, but the plot follows an older gentleman after the death of his wife. It kind of deals with some grief stuff. There's some supernatural. He kind of loses his ability to sleep. There's a lot of Dark Tower tie-ins. That's the reason I read this. There's this whole gimmick with the auras and with stuff with the three Fate Weavers from like mythology, but not actually them. Just kind of taken. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of like these aura things. People have like colors and like emotions, and they have a little balloon string, and if it gets cut, they like die. And there's a lot of cool mechanics. Um, so here's my honest take. I liked this book quite a bit, actually. I liked, but there's things I liked about it. I like the characters. I like the idea. I like the cool aura thing. I like the world building, and I really liked. I think it's one of the most important tie-ins with the Dark Tower. It explains different levels. There's stuff with Crimson King. There's stuff with all sorts of stuff. There's it explains some stuff. It had some really cool things. That at least as far where I am right now, which is partially through book six, I have not seen. So definitely good on that end. I think it's probably worth a read if you're really, really into the Dark Tower. What I actually found kind of weak was just the overall like plot of this particular one. I enjoyed the ending, but I thought it was a pretty good page turn. I mean, I think the reason I say the plot's weak is just because it was like I don't know. There was like one guy, and it was like, and it was, I don't know. That sounds bad. It was pretty straightforward. But again, the characters are good, the action was good, the ideas were good, the world building was good, and everything else was really good. The actual core thing, there's some conflict with like pro life and pro choice. I thought that was really well done. There's actually quite a few lines and quotes where I thought were like genuinely beautiful. Totally forgot that. I gotta add that in. Where it's like he just talked about like grief and some other stuff. I think it was really well done. Um, this is I don't want to. This is probably I'm not consistent with my ratings. I know that because like I'll have some books that probably like better, worse, and I probably got to re-rate. But this for me is easily an 8 out of 10. Um, it's just hard because it's cool for what it describes in the Dark Tower, but it on its own, it's kind of yeah. Because like to me, an 8 is good. I just don't want to be I don't want to be too frugal or too lenient, with my reviews. But I'll do an 8.5. It was pretty good. Definitely recommend if you're into the Dark Tower. Otherwise, there's probably better you can read out there. It's not bad. I don't know. It's hard for me, and maybe I gotta fix my ratings. But for me, like an 8 is good. An 8.5 is pretty good. A 9 is great. 9.5 is insane, and 10 is like the best of the best gushing, right? So I just don't know if it was that for me, but it was definitely fun and a page turner. So maybe like an 8.2, 8.3. We'll go with that.